Yeah. Welcome to the fucking Balking Dead, where there is no sleep for the wicked. This show is sponsored by Prize Picks. If you haven't already, go on over there. Use promo code Pub Sports. Your first $100 match deposit you get on your first $100. So go there, don't be square, and use the promo code. Do us all a favor. Shout out to the chat, guys. Smash the like if you haven't. If you're out in Twitter world, hit the link, come join the chat. I got something different going this week, guys. I know we've been hitting every game, but we've got two baseball shows with Jimmy going most of the time, and we got Jose. There's no fucking need for three people breaking down the full card. So after today, I'm gonna start throwing out a tweet with a poll, and I'm gonna let y'all vote on the games I'm gonna break down, and I'm gonna break down 4 to 5 max, and we're gonna get into it a lot more prop wise. I'll be pulling in a lot more numbers when I could focus just on 4 or 5 games. So today, I'm gonna pick those 4 or 5 games. Tomorrow, y'all can pick those 4 or 5 games. So let's get into it, guys. Today, I'm gonna get right after the Giants and Mets game. We've got Logan Webb versus Max Scherzer, game 2 of a doubleheader. They are back to 9-inning doubleheaders, guys. No more 7-inning bullshit. They have extra people on the roster. And yes, you always want to watch how the first game goes and see if the other team is going to ride out their full lineup. I, on the other hand, got to get into these two pitchers. Logan Webb, one of the best pitchers in baseball, and he's got confidence this year, guys. Last year, he was dominant at home with a 1.96 ERA and a 4 ERA on the road. 4's not bad, just 4's not ace-type shit. When you hear the number 4, you're like, oh, fuck, no, dude, 4's a mediocre pitch. That's like a number 2-3 pitcher in the big leagues, guys. A 4's solid. A 1.96 is ace. So, Mets versus right-handed pitchers this year. They're number 8 in walk percentage at 10.4%, number 26 in strikeout percentage, only at 18.3%. Their top 10 average in OPS. They're fucking humming, guys. There's no props out yet on Logan Webb, on Bovada, but right now on Prize Picks, he is at 6 strikeouts. That'd be tough for me to play by the numbers, guys. By the numbers, like I said, they're top 10 in walks and they're bottom 5 in strikeouts, and they're seeing the ball. They're hitting it, and they're hitting it for power. Logan Webb is a dominant pitcher, so I can't hate if he does show up and show dominant things, but I expect the Mets to get to him a little bit today. So 6 strikeouts, that may happen, but his fantasy score may be the under part. Max Scherzer, mad fucking Max, cat eye himself, bro. I love the fucking two-eye myth legend that he is. He's also one of the better pitchers in baseball, and the Mets are going to ride him. He's 2-0 with a 3.27 ERA so far, and he gets the Giants. And they too are fucking humming, guys. They're 11th in walk percentage, 12th in strikeout percentage at 23.9%, and they're 6th in average and 5th in OPS. Yeah, have fun today, guys. There's no props out on Scherzer yet because it is a doubleheader, and Prize Picks has him at 6.5. Both of these pitchers, the numbers say the strikeouts aren't there, but guess what? Once again, numbers don't mean everything. Numbers are like lawyers. They don't necessarily lie. They just don't necessarily tell the truth. And it's our job to figure them out. And right now, both these teams are hitting, but pitching usually dominates. And right now, both these pitchers are on. I'm not worried about Logan Webb's home road splits from last year. This guy is humming. And Max Scherzer, he, on the other hand, is prone to the long ball. So if he can keep the long ball from going out today, it is going to be a night game at Met Stadium. So I expect a pitching duel just like everybody else, but I wouldn't be surprised if they get hit because the numbers say they're getting cracked. But I tend to lead towards pitching when it comes to that, and these are two dominant fucking pitchers in the league. Last year, left-handed hitters hit 260 while right-handed hitters hit 210 off Logan Webb. And Scherzer, left-handed hitters hit 192 while right-handed hitters hit 197. No one has more than 10 at-bats versus either of these pitchers. And the Giants have the number 4 bullpen. The Mets have the 21 ERA-wise. So if you're looking towards fantasy score, I wouldn't be banking on that Scherzer to get a win. I mean, definitely if you like Logan Webb, I'd ride his fantasy score if you like him because that bullpen has been dominant, and they should have no problems closing it out. Numbers say they're going to get hit, but like I said earlier, numbers don't mean shit at the end of the day when you got two studs running into it. So I expect one of these pitchers to shine, if not both. And we could be in for a good night of pitching and a shitty night of hitting props. Shout out to the chat, guys. I see you. I see you, GTM, Real Deal Prime, Jimmy Gomez, Nikki. Man, the crew's fucking here. Ricky Bobby. Smash the damn like I smashed BBWs, guys. Let's get into this Blue Jays and Red Sox and how the Red Sox are probably going to smash fucking Kikuchi. But yeah, that's the Kuchinator. Kikuchi, guys, has a career 4.7 ERA. Back of the rotation type pitcher, and a lot of people hold him up towards a middle to the top line starter. Not me. His control issues still have been a problem. Last fucking week, 49 of 84 pitches for strikes, guys. Barely over 55% of his pitches were for strikes. And that's not going to get you nowhere. Red Sox, who are walking at a 6.7%, 26 in the MLB. That might help Kikuchi, guys. But striking out at 25%, 12th in the MLB, 12th average and 12th OPS. If Boston can't fucking walk like they haven't been, Kikuchi may be in for a good day, guys. So 6.7 walk percentage is a concern. Kikuchi's K-prop is at 4, minus 115 on Bovada, and at Prize Picks, he's also at 4. The numbers say he could easily get 4, guys. They're striking out at 25%. I like the 27, but when you're walking at a 6.7% clip, you can now jump that 25 up to that 2, because the league average of walk should be 8.5%, and they're 2% lower than that. So I see 4 strikeouts. 4's a push on Prize Picks, so that's not really a good bet there. But on Bovada, where you can also use promo code PubSports, minus 115 at 4+ looks like a good bet. Evaldi, on the other hand, was 1-0 with a 5.56 ERA versus the Blue Jays last year, with 1 quality start and 1 bad start. He did have a better home ERA with 1 run less, and he gets his first home start of the year. Blue Jays versus right-handed pitchers are 29th in walk percentage at 6.3. They're not walking. 16th in K percentage at a measly 22%. They're top 5 average, top 10 OPS. They aren't walking, but they're putting the bat on the fucking ball, guys, and it's going. So Evaldi does have a 1 good start versus them, 1 bad start. I've got to look at how the Blue Jays are hitting right now, and good luck, Evaldi. 6+ strikeouts is at minus 150, and at Prize Picks, it's at 5.5. There is definitely value in that at that 5.5 when books are offering 6 at a minus 150. So that's a minus 150 prop you're going to get at an even bet on Prize Picks, because once again, Prize Picks don't give you juice. They give you times 3, times 4, times 5, and they don't care if it's plus money or minus money. It's our job to find the value. We don't want to be taking plus money props on a even money parlay, guys, that they're not going to give us plus money for. So we've got to do our jobs. Kikuchi last year, left-handed hitters hit 147 and right-handed hitters hit 271. While on Evaldi, left-handed hitters hit 241 while right-handed hitters hit 263. No Red Sox have 10 at-bats versus Kikuchi, but Bogarts at a small sample size is hitting 506 at-bats with 2 home runs, and he's humming this year, guys. So I don't hate any type of Bogarts props or Prize Picks with Bogarts. They weren't offering a lot of him on Prize Picks, probably for a good damn reason. JD Martinez also, he's hitting 353 and 6 at-bats with 2 home runs off Kikuchi. So if you hang a fucking breaking ball to these right-handed stud hitters where he already gives up a 270 clip of hitting, they're going to take you for a ride or at least bounce you off the green monster. So I'd be looking at the over 1.5 base props on Bogarts and JD Martinez today, and a little bit more, tie in like a quarter unit on the home run prop. That way you cover yourself. Bo Bichette is hitting 417 and 12 at-bats. Biggio's got 2 home runs and 7 at-bats. Both of these guys have mediocre bullpens, guys. So I'm not worried about the bullpen. Blue Jays did spend some money, but it just hasn't panned out. This is the AL East, and they can hit. So I look for Evaldi to be somewhat solid today, but by the numbers, Kikuchi can have a good day. That 6.7 walk percentage is scary, guys. If they can't be patient, he's in for a good day. If the Red Sox take their walks today, he's going to get blasted and be taken out of the 5th inning. So the tale of two stories right there. What's going to happen? On to the next game, though, guys.
Hey, Sharpie, can I hit you with a little curveball?
Hit it.
You got Cole Irvin on this graphic, and it's not on the games that we're going to cover. You want to just go over a little reason why you like Cole Irvin or not like Cole Irvin?
Yep. Quickly, I can't hit Cole Irvin today. Thank you. Definitely curveball. He's a curveball guy. Okay, straight up Cole Irvin's fantasy score. I don't even have it written down because I threw it out, but I'll give it to you right off the top of the head. Shout out to my man Noli Knows, because he knows something about these Orioles. And they've hit to the under all but 2 games this year. They are one of the worst hitting teams. They're bottom 5 average, bottom 5 OPS. We're in Oakland Stadium where Irvin likes to pitch. He's better home ERA than road last year. He pitches better in this ballpark. It's nighttime in this ballpark versus a team that's just not seeing the fucking ball. That fantasy score is just ridiculous for a guy I've got going 6 innings. So we're going to bump him on the over, guys. I could see a solid six innings, 4 strikeouts, 2 runs at minimum. That's the most they're going to get off of him. They're not scoring, guys. Their team total's hitting at a drastic pace too. So we're fading the Orioles by riding Cole Irvin at home. That's why we're on Cole Irvin on that draft right there. But now let's get to this game, guys. Smash the like if you haven't. Patrick Sandoval versus Framber Valdez. Sandoval, a career 3.31 ERA, gets the Astros. His worst fucking nightmare. He's never made it to the 4th inning versus the Astros, and he's been struggling. But the Astros have been struggling. 14th in walk percentage, 27th in strikeout percentage. They don't strike out to lefties, period. Guys, they are 1-4 to the number this year to the under on strikeout props. The only one who did hit the strikeout props was Marco Gonzalez last time out. So take that into effect too. They are bottom 10 average and bottom 10 OPS this year. They have been struggling versus lefties, guys. I expect them to turn it around today. His K prop is at 5.5 plus 110 on Bovada, and it's at 4 on Prize Picks. So Prize Picks know something. I wouldn't even want an over. I'd still push it on the under because you get a push at a 4 on Prize Picks if he does hit 4. I don't see 4 coming, guys. Like I said, the Astros have been struggling hitting, but they're not striking out. And eventually those balls are going to drop. And this type of pitcher where they've already destroyed him twice last year and the 2 times they've seen him, I expect them to get the humming today. Framber Valdez, on the other hand, 1-0 with a 0.93 ERA. And he opened the year versus the Angels. If you know anything about me, and if you know about betting baseball, you don't want to face a team in the same 2-week period, guys, or back-to-back. Like, they just seen you. They seen everything you had to throw. They know how you're going to pitch them. That's advantage fucking Angels. Okay, that's not good. It's a 13-day period since the last day he pitched. He did go 6.2 innings, 2 hits, 0 earned runs. Angels versus left-handed pitching are 13th in walk percentage, 5th in strikeout percentage at 30%, guys. Damn. And 16th average in OPS. So middle of the pack. And they've got Framber Valdez at 6+ at even money on Bovada, 4.5 on Prize Picks. So that 6+ is sharp. I cannot play it because they just seen him 2 times ago, and I expect them to at least be swinging a lot more first pitch today, but the numbers say he gets it. And I can't hate you if you want to play the numbers because that is a big number, but they just seen this guy 13 days ago. Last year, Sandoval, left-handed hitters hit 151 while right-handed hitters hit 241. Valdez, left-handed hitters hit 225 while right-handed hitters hit 219. No one has more than 10 at-bats, but 4 people have home runs versus Patrick Sandoval. I almost called him Pablo because he's a panda versus this team, guys. They whopped this guy like damn. 2 home runs from Alvarez and Tucker, and they're from the left-handed side where left-handed hitters didn't hit. So that's what's crazy. 2 dudes on these Astros in less than 10 at bats have 2 home runs, and that's supposed to be the side that you struggle that they're supposed to struggle from. Nah. I expect runs from both sides. I expect both of these guys to get beat up. The Houston Astros have the 11th pin ERA wise, but they've lost their closers. So let's drop that back a little bit. And the Angels bullpen is still bad, just like last year. I don't care if they sign cool names. Those names need to produce, and they haven't been producing. Fletcher, Rendon, and Adele, guys, all are hitting 300 and at bats versus Valdez. So decent average wise. None have crazy power numbers, but I'm taking in the fact that 13 days they just seen him. Patrick Sandoval struggles versus this team. This is the time the Astros get to eat and the humming, in my opinion, hitting wise, and we could see a fucking home run fest. So let's get ready for some runs in this game. Next game out, guys. God, ugh. Reds at the Padres. Ouch. That shit hurt yesterday, guys. Man. All right, I gotta let that one go. Fuck. We got Reaver Sanmartin versus Joe Musgrove. Sanmartin, he's 0-1 with a 6.14 ERA coming out of shutting down the Dodgers. Damn. This guy's a left-handed pitcher. We're going to get into the Dodgers next. And once again, remember, Sanmartin shut him down, and Sanmartin has a 6.14 ERA after shutting them down. Sanmartin fucking sucks, guys. So, yeah, whoa. But he doesn't have overpowering stuff, and he relies on a funky delivery for deception. Padres are number 5th in walk percentage, number 12 in strikeout percentage, middle of the pack average, top 10 OPS. They have Martin strikeout prop at 4+ minus 122 and 3.5 on Prize Picks. I'm not looking to run no Sanmartin. We looked at faded Lodolo last night with these Padres with the left-handed pitcher, and I don't see anything other than to fade him again, guys. I could see 2-3 runs minimum off this guy in 5 innings, and they're going to turn it over to one of the worst bullpens in baseball. So I see Padres to keep humming with their bats. Joe Musgrove, on the other hand, he's coming in hot, but he's faced 2 teams that are not hitting right-handed pitchers one fucking bit. Well, guess what? Cincinnati ain't fucking either, guys. They're 22nd in walk percentage, 3rd in strikeout percentage at 21.1%. Bottom 3 average and OPS. They're fucking terrible, like Charles Barkley would say. Terrible. Oh, God, guys. I'd be looking at Musgrove today. His fantasy score over. His strikeouts, though, 7+ minus 126 on Bovada and 6 on Prize Picks. That is a deal on Prize Picks, guys. You get a push on 6 where the books got him at 7+ at a minus 126 line. So a team that's striking out 28.1%, but they are walking a little more versus righties than they do versus lefties. They just don't walk versus lefties. I got robbed yesterday. He was still 76 pitches, man. Put that dude back out there. But life's a bitch, then you marry one. So let's get into the other thing. Sanmartin, on the other hand, left-handed. I couldn't get into left-handed, right-handed hitters, guys. Last year when he pitched in the big leagues, it was for 7 innings. So he's just not good. Like I said, he relies on deception. Musgrove, left-handed hitters hit 231, while right-handed hitters hit 194. Like I said, no one has no at-bats versus Sanmartin, guys, but we need to look at Machado. We need to look at him over 1.5 bases, and we need to look at his home run prop. He loves left-handed pitching. Loves it. Last night, he was a triple shy from the fucking cycle, guys. Not that fat dude would ever – well, he's not even fat. He's lazy. Not that lazy dude would ever hustle for a triple. So he'll probably never get the cycle. Moustakas is batting 410 at-bats, and he has 3 home runs off of Musgrove. Votto is batting 389 and 18 at-bats with 2 home runs, but he looks fucking lost at the plate. He's got 1 fucking hit this year. He's got multiple different batting styles going on. I was watching the game because I had money on the full game too yesterday, And it was terrible, guys. They were showing pictures of when he first came up to what he was doing now, and it's his power swing. His power swing is just so he ain't looking good one bit. These nicotine mints, bro, cotton mouth like a motherfucker. Good for not smoking cigarettes, but bad on the cotton mouth. So I'd be looking at a little Moustakas today, guys. So a sneaky little over 1.5 bases home run type prop. He does pretty much own him in a very decent sample size. 10 at bats ain't the best but 3 home runs and batting 400. 3 out of 10 of those have gone deep, bro. So definitely worth a shot right there. And it'll probably be some decent plus value, plus 500 plus. So 2 bottom 10 bullpens. And I believe the Padres closer is not available tonight, guys. Like I said, I watched that whole game yesterday. Rogers is now pitched back-to-back nights. Bob Melvin is not going to put him out there again tonight, guys. So I would not be looking at a full game type bet. I'd be looking at the Padres first 5, if anything there. Definitely wouldn't mind Musgrove's fantasy score, but it is a little too high for a person that I don't know if he's going to get the win because of that bullpen. I don't know who's closing out for the Padres today. So I'd be looking at his strikeouts on Prize Picks. Last game of the freaking day that we get to talk about. Once again, guys, if you missed the beginning, we're now only going to cover 4 to 5 games a day, four more than likely. And I'm going to put a poll out the day before and let you guys vote on the games that we hit. That way we get to the games you guys want to hear about. So let's get into the last game that I want to hear about, and I'm sure a lot of you guys want to hear about. We got Braves at the Dodgers. Max Fried at Walker Buehler. Woo! Ric Flair type shit, right? Max Fried's coming off back-to-back bad starts and a career slow starter. Last year was 1-0 in 2 starts with a 2.25 ERA, going 6 innings with less than 2 runs each time versus these Dodgers. And now he gets a Dodger team that's that's not hitting left-handed pitching. They smacking right-handed pitching. Remember last game when I told you about San Martin? He went 6.2 innings versus these Dodgers and looked like an ace. Guys, they just can't see left-handed hitting right now, and it's been their problem for the last year or two. They are a high-velocity, right-handed hitting baseball team, and we need to take advantage of it, especially when Max Fried is hurting right now. We're getting a way too low value of a fantasy score on a guy that's going to go 5 to 6 innings today, guys, and he's going to give up 2 runs or less. I know he's been bad, but this is a team that's not hitting, and this kid's going to show up. This guy's going to wear his big boy pants today, guys. When everybody doubts Max Fried fucking shines. So I expect a big-time game from Max Fried today. Like I said, Dodgers are 7th in walk percentage, 16th in K percentage versus lefties, and bottom 10 average OPS. They're just not hitting lefties. Numbers, like I said, say bounce back for Fried. His strikeout props at 6+ minus 126 on Bovada and 4.5 on Prize Picks. Mad value on the Prize Picks strikeout prop. But like I said, I like his fantasy score a lot better. I've seen Max Fried go 9 innings and only have 4 strikeouts before, guys. This guy can get to humming and pitching the contact. And nighttime in Dodger Stadium and a team that's not seeing lefties well, and they're bottom 5 in home runs in the league right now, the Dodgers, this could be a nice sitting for Max Fried. On the other hand, Walker Buehler, he's coming in 1-0 with a 3.3 ERA, and he hasn't been the ace he is, but he hasn't been bad. He also uses April to get ready and turns it on. Braves versus right-handed pitchers are 19th in walk percentage, 6th in strikeout at 25.2%, 20th average, 13th OPS. Numbers also say a decent day for Buehler. But the power numbers are there, and he needs to keep the ball down. If he's going to keep the ball up versus this team, they are going to put one out versus him. His strikeouts are at 6+ minus 141 and 5.5 on Prize Picks. That's value if you're a juice chaser, and the strikeout numbers are there. So I see big games from both of these guys. I expect Max Fried to go out there and match Walker Buehler and this become a dominant ace pitch type game. Yesterday, I was on both of those pitchers getting cracked. Noli texted me this morning. Great call. Today, I'm on both these pitchers humming, guys. So I expect a big, big pitching chat. Freed guys, left-handed hitters hit 240, while right-handed hitters hit 233. Left-handed hitters last year off Bueller hit 201, while right-handed hitters hit 198. The only Dodger with 10 at bats versus Freed and has good numbers is Trey Turner. He's batting 333 and 21 at bats and had his 27-game hit streak broke on Sunday to come back yesterday and get another fucking knock. This guy hits the ball, period. And sees the ball well from Max Fried. He will take his breaking balls the opposite way. He won't try to pull them like the majority of the people will. If you're looking at over 1.5 bases, can't hate it. If you're looking at stolen props, can't hate it. If he gets to second base, he's taking third. Third is the easiest base to take. Trey Turner is humming. Dodgers bullpen is elite, where Atlanta has been middle of the pack, but I personally cannot trust Kenley Jansen myself. Justin Turner is hitting 510 at bats also versus Fried. So Justin Turner may be another good look. His at bats have been better the last week. So this team is humming over here, guys, and it's hard. And there's a reason why that fantasy score from Fried is low. Dodgers are humming. He's been bad. I expect the Dodgers versus left-handed pitching to still come back to tune. The Dodgers have had a lot of right-handed pitchers lately, guys. They're back to seeing a lefty and a dominant lefty, so I expect Fried to be good today. So give me that Fried over, and let's cash some freaking tickets today. Shout out to you guys. I see you, Slaughter, my motherfucking guy. That's right, popping in the chat. Probably here to yell at me, but Nasty Nate, I see you. Hit the damn like button if you haven't. Hit the share, hit the retweet. Thanks for supporting, guys. Go on over to Prize Picks. Use promo code PubSports for your first $100 match deposit on your first $100. Use your girlfriend's name if you have to, if you already use it, bro. Go do us a favor, bro. Your wife's name. Whatever you got to do. Get yourself another promo. It's not like they watch this shit, so. Let's get to it. Money to be made, fellas. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to Big Show. And tune in to the NBA Pub Hub. Fucking shit's cracking with the playoff. So let's get to the money and have a blessed day.